One of the main claims of the government's success in the last few years is the reduction in unemployment figures. It is true that the official unemployment figures have fallen from the height of 15% in the height of the recession to only 6% in October 2017. But the nature of employment is often part-time, irregular hours, temporary contracts and low pay. All aspects of what is often called precarious work. In March 2017, the think tank Task published a paper on the nature and extent of precarious work in Ireland. It outlined the various sectors where precarious work is especially prevalent. In the childcare sector, there is about 23,000 workers. They often work 3 hours per day, with the average rate of pay is €10.27 per hour. In third level education, permanent jobs have been replaced by temporary research or teaching positions. They have no pension scheme and no sick pay. In the construction sector, 9,000 extra workers have been recruited since 2015. In the retail sector, workers are predominantly under 35 and female. Most have no guaranteed hours and 12-month contracts are the norm. The contract services sector includes cleaning, security and catering workers. There are 30,000 predominantly female cleaning workers. This is just a selection of the many sectors where permanent jobs are being replaced by precarious work. This includes the public sector, where contract and agency staff are replacing directly employed workers. While these workers face a myriad of different issues, the main ones are job insecurity, low pay, and a lack of rights such as pensions and sick pay and holiday pay, and maternity leave. We were in touch with several workers who had their own stories to tell about their precarious work. However, most were not willing to speak on camera for fear of being victimised by their employer. We heard from workers who had no contracts at all, being employed on very low hours and not being reimbursed for travel expenses. The employers group IBEC has been promoting what they call flexible working conditions and called legislation that banned zero-hour contracts as disproportionate. The strategy of precarious employment has been a key part of the so-called economic recovery. In 2013, a third of workers earned less than €12.20 per hour, with the state supplementing low pay with benefits such as the family income supplement. Not only do Irish employers pay one of the lowest employer PRSI rates in Europe and the lowest corporate tax rate, but they also rely on the state to subvent their low-paid workers. Precarious work is not a modern phenomenon. In the early 20th century, workers faced the same issues of job insecurity, poverty wages, and no rights to sick leave or pensions. Through joining unions, workers fought and won the right to decent wages, job security and contracts. Today, fast food workers around the world are organising and striking for better wages and against zero-hour contracts. In Ireland, Dunnes Stores workers went on strike in 2015 against low-hour contracts and the erosion of conditions since the reform of the Joint Labour Committees in 2012. These struggles show that it's possible to fight against precarious employment, but it requires workers to be determined, united and organised.